Hey guys, it's Ross here. Today is an extremely exciting day for us because when you're in the realm of Walt Disney World planning, your advanced dining reservation, your 60-day window, is probably the most stressful time of planning the whole holiday. Especially if, like us, you're doing the full table service dining plan. There's a lot of restaurants to book, and as soon as your 60-day window hits, you can book up to 10 days into your trip. So for us, that basically means almost a restaurant every single day. So as soon as, for us, 11 a.m. hits, which is, I think, is that 6 a.m. Eastern time. As soon as 11 a.m. hits for us, it all opens, 10 days worth of your holidays open. You can start booking anything you want. So it was, leading up to it, I was so stressed and anxious because we'd planned most of our holiday around these reservations. And this is what makes it more, your plans have to be a little bit more rigid than they do if you're just doing quick service, because at quick service, you don't have to book anything. You can just turn up, do whatever. But by sort of booking these restaurants, you're kind of determining where you're going to be around that time. So, which is fine, but it does leave you a little bit more, what if all of a sudden you realize you can't get this restaurant on this day or something like that? You then have to potentially rejig your whole schedule, your whole itinerary, which can be very, very stressful. So I was really working on a failure is not an option strategy here. So today is not the 60-day window. That was a few days ago. But what's happened today is we have hit our last day's worth of needing to book restaurants. So that means our list is currently complete. Now, I don't think anyone's dining list is ever truly complete because you're always looking to modify, like, can we get a slightly better time, or something will come up where you'll realize, we actually want to be doing this when our reservation is, so you might try and modify. So it will probably completely change between now and when we actually go anyway, and it might even change when we're out there, who knows. But I'm very excited to share with you that I got basically everything we wanted, which is, I mean, it makes all of the really precise and anal planning for the 60-day window, it makes it all worth it because we managed to get everything we wanted. And I was a little bit more worried this time around because generally we are booking for a party of 7, which is not great, not perfect. If you're trying to do like a 4 or something, a 5 maybe, that's maybe ideal. But trying to book a 7, and I have had difficulties with booking 7, and those are a couple of asterisks really on the I got everything I wanted. For a couple of the restaurants, I've only managed to get a table of 6 currently, but we still have 50 odd days to go. So I'm going to be on all the time seeing if I can modify these to a 7. And if I can't, I'm going to need to call up Disney and see what I can do about this because, see, we can't just bin someone off at the reservation. But other than that, we got everything we wanted at a time that suits us, which is incredible. So without further ado, let me walk you through. Firstly, I'll show you my little planning sheet. So I've sort of designed it out like this. So the days and the dates, where we wanted to go, what the meal was, whether it was breakfast, lunch or dinner, and an ideal time. So trying to get something around then. And then once I'd done all of that, I then had a strategy list here of who was going to, on our 60-day window at 11 a.m., who was going to book this and who was going to book this. Now, it really annoyingly happened on a Saturday, which is great for me because it meant I wasn't at work. Perfect. But Bryony is at work all day on a Saturday. My brother is at work during the day on a Saturday. So those are my people who I would have booking these with me. So I ended up roping in a friend who knows nothing about Disney World, but he's a dependable guy. He's tech savvy. So I messaged him. I was like, I have a really bizarre request. He's not a Disney guy. It's like, really bizarre request. Are you free at 10 a.m. on Saturday to help me book restaurants. And he was like, I mean, yeah, all right, if you want. And he's like, what time does it happen? I was like, well, it opens at 11. He's like, right, so why do I need to get there at 10? I was like, because I need to walk you through the process. You need to be top notch at this, but by the time we can't afford any lollygagging. We can't afford you to not be any good at this. So he was like, okay. And to be fair, he smashed it. He was actually quicker at booking the reservations than I was, which was great. Thank you, Will. Will, if you're listening, you're not listening. Will, thank you so much. So, I mean, I can make a separate video if anyone is interested on the real strategies of how to get exactly what you want from your advanced dining. I can do that, but I'm just gonna, for this video, gonna be hopefully quick. I tend to waffle, sorry about that. I'm just gonna run you through what we've got because frankly, I'm just absolutely buzzing. And despite how anxiety inducing the day was, like leading up to it, the euphoria you get, the thrill from booking these restaurants is unmatched. It really is. Whenever we've done trips before, we've only needed to book like 3 or 4 restaurants. So the anxiety was still there, but it was a lot easier to get. But knowing that I had, how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 11 restaurants to book for the first 10 days. One of those being a lounge, and on one of those days we're eating at 2 different places. So Bryony and I are going on a date night, and my dad and brother have kindly agreed to take the kids somewhere else. So that's another 2 restaurants. So it's all very intricate, it's all very precise, but like I said, we managed to get everything that we wanted. So on day one, our plan is to hit the Magic Kingdom on the first day, which is always what we like to do. And we are going to Crystal Palace breakfast. So that's a character breakfast and at 8 a.m., which is before early entry. So it means on our first morning, guys, we will be getting straight into the Magic Kingdom before everyone else. We can hopefully, if we get there early enough, we can do castle picks. We may need to think about hiring a minivan to get us there and not relying on the buses that early in the morning, because if everyone is trying to get there in time for early entry, it might be a struggle, it might be a stress. So we may have to think about different transportation to get there. But Crystal Palace was like, that was our complete non-negotiable of this must happen on this day. We want to do this on our first day. Jonah, as we mentioned in the last video, is so obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. He's going to lose his mind. So we managed to get an 8 a.m. reservation for that. And Kirsty and Ollie and their kids, Ellis and Alec, they'll be coming with us. They're booked for pretty much the same time, so we'll be doing all that together. Day 2, we have a dinner reservation for Sebastian's Bistro. Now, we are staying at Caribbean Beach. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Sebastian's. We didn't go there when we stayed here in 2023, but typically I don't feel like I love Caribbean flavoured food. That's not really my go-to, but the look of this menu, it looks incredible. So, and we're just having like a bit more of a chilled evening at the resort. Kirsty and Ollie and the kids are coming with us then as well. And then day 3, we have a dinner reservation for 1900 Park Fare, which is something we've not done before. And I will just say, of this list, only 4 restaurants that we're doing have we ever been to before. All the others are completely new to us, which was basically the reason we wanted to do the full table service dining, just to experience loads of new stuff. So 1900 Park Fare is 7:05 reservation, dinner reservation. Main reason, I wanted to try the strawberry soup, have to try that, and I really, really want some prime rib. So that's character meal. Could be Prince Ali, Tiana, Mirabelle. Yeah, really excited for that one. And then the next day, we have lunch booked at Hollywood Studios for Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. Now, again, not been here before. This is the first time. I feel with the Toy Story theming, it's a must-do. And there's not a huge amount of restaurants in Hollywood Studios that we love, so we wanted to have somewhere that we hadn't tried before in Hollywood Studios, because we are not big fans of sci-fi. We went there last time and it was pretty much our only negative dining experience of our whole trip. So sci-fi gone. And Brown Derby, loved it. probably wouldn't take kids there. Next day, so we have that's 12:30 we have booked there. Next day, this is a good one. We've got Topolino's Terrace character breakfast booked at 8:40 a.m. for all of us. We're staying at Caribbean Beach. Topolino's Terrace is right next door at the Riviera, so not difficult to get to that at all. It's an early enough reservation, but it's not too early that we're having to get up super early. And we also have another reservation booked that day for a late lunch, early dinner. It's kind of in the middle, a 4 o'clock reservation for Garden Grill. Now, I have been there before, but I think in 2003, so well over 20 years ago. Not been there for a long time, so looking forward to doing that. And it's another character meal. We're trying to balance out as much as we can, loads of character stuff with loads of nice dining, because I'm a massive foodie. Bryony really likes her food as well, and just trying to find a nice balance. We're getting a lot of good character stuff in here, and then it means we're far less inclined to want to spend time in the park waiting for characters. Makes sense, right? Next day, the 16th, no actual dining booked, but I have got a reservation for 2 of us at 4:45 p.m. for the Beak and Barrel. Now, ideally, I wanted to try and get us all in here, but could not get 7 people in there. I don't know. I don't think they do tables that big. I even tried to do a 3 and a 4. Couldn't really get those either. So I've just, for the time being, booked a 2. Now, you only get 45 minutes to an hour's worth in there anyway. So it's kind of like the equivalent of just like, we're going to go on this ride and it's an hour's queue. But hopefully, if my dad and brother are okay with this, we're just going to pop in there, have a couple drinks, catch the vibe, see what it's like. And if we love it, if we think it's amazing and we need to try and take everyone, we might try and get on the walk-up list later on in the trip, or we might try and book it later in the trip. But almost like a little bit of a scouting mission, that one. So that's Beak and Barrel. Then the next day, so this is when the day that England are playing in the World Cup. Yeah, a bit gutted that we are away during pretty much the group stage of the World Cup. I'm a huge football fan. I love the World Cup. But Disney World trumps all of that. So I will not be paying much attention to football. But we thought it'd be cool to try and catch the England game, potentially in Disney Springs or something. So the game was at 4 p.m. Florida time. And so we've managed to book a reservation for 7:25 for Citricos, which is a very, very nice restaurant that we were very excited to potentially go to. This is a 2-credit reservation, so it's worth bearing that in mind. But yeah, we figured we'd watch the football, finish that, and then from Springs we can catch a bus straight to the Grand Floridian, straight over to Citricos. Now this is one of those that I've only managed to get 6 people on, so I'm going to need to try and modify that at some point. 18th, the Thursday, we haven't got any planned. Next day, this is when Bryony and I are doing our date night, and we are going to Toledo, which not been to before. Really excited for that. At the top of the Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs Resort. It's tapas, it's steak, seafood, a bit of us, to be honest. And we really want to go to Dahlia Lounge and just have a couple of drinks, just have a really nice time. So Bryony and I are going there at 7:15. Meanwhile, my dad and brother are going to take the boys to Rainforest Cafe at 6:30 in Disney Springs, which they'll really enjoy. And then we're nearly through it all. Then Saturday the 20th, we have Yak and Yeti lunch booked at 1:30 p.m. This is another one I can only seem to get a 6 for, which is a bit concerning. Need to try and modify that to a 7 if we can. But yeah, really, really want to go to the Yak and Yeti. It looks so cool in there. I really want to try the ahi tuna nachos, which I know will not be included in the dining plan. It's normally just an entree and dessert if it's an a la carte place. But maybe we'll pay for a starter. I don't know. And then on the 21st, so this is a Sunday, and managed to get, very excited for this, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming brunch at 11:20 for all 7 of us, which is great, like perfect. And here is a little bit of a tip here. So this is actually our 11th day into our holiday. So from your 60-day window, you can do the first 10 days, and then each following day, you can do your next day. So it was like 9:45 a.m. and I just thought I would put in the details ready because I knew this was the only one we wanted for this day, Chef Art Smith's. Put in all the details, and the 21st was available. I was like, thought it shouldn't be available till 11 a.m. But it was available. So I just went through the process and all the times were available. So I booked it. I don't know if I'm like giving away secrets here and the FBI is going to come and take me away. I don't know, but it was just available. And then the next day, the 22nd of June, so this is my brother's birthday, and we always leave it up to him. Well, last time in 2023, we were here on his birthday. So we've left it up to him. What did he want to do? So we managed to get Ohana breakfast, 9:45 a.m. reservation, not too early because it's a bit of a pain getting over to the Polynesian. You've got to get, like I say, either a minivan straight there, or you've got to get a bus to Magic Kingdom, and then you've got to get the other side of the lake. So you're going to have to then get on the monorail loop and go around. So it can be a bit of a pain to get to Polynesian. So if you want to book anything Polynesian, figure out how you're going to get there because it's going to take some time. Yeah, we've managed to get a 9:45 reservation there. We went there last time, loved it. It was really good. Looking forward to doing that again. And then for the evening, Kirsty and Ollie have offered to have the kids for us, which is really nice of them. And the four of us adults, will be going to the Boathouse, which I am absolutely buzzing for. The Boathouse is one of those places that is pretty much on my bucket list of I have to eat here. And when we knew we were doing table service, I was like, I really, really want to do the Boathouse. It is a 2 credit, but we've factored it in. So we've got a 7:15 reservation there for the Boathouse. And then finally, our last night. So I picked this one up this morning. And bear in mind, this morning, I was woken up by Jonah at like 6 a.m. and I thought I'd just go and have a look. The 23rd was available at 6 a.m. our time, which is 1 a.m. So I think as soon as it becomes the next day in Florida or Eastern time, it's available every subsequent day, which is really worth knowing because these last 3 days we've been able to get any time we wanted. So that is a big tip, okay? So we managed to get our favorite California grill for 7 people, 7:30 p.m., which is prime time. Kirsty and Ollie and the kids have managed to get it as well for 7:30. Me and Ollie were texting this morning. He was like, it's up, it's available. And I was like, yep, got it. So we've got it. I mean, what can you say about that? Those are some amazing restaurants. Like, I genuinely do not know how I'm going to be able to eat all of this food. Portion sizes are big in the States. They really are. I am concerned about how much I'm going to have to feel like I'm going to have to eat. But at least the benefit is having it already paid for. If it's like a buffet, I'm not worried about, I'm here, I've got to eat everything. Just have what you want. And I have to keep that mindset because I'm very greedy, and that's the problem. I want to eat everything. I want to try everything because I like everything. So I'm going to have to really manage myself and just not, otherwise my stomach's just going to be in bits for the whole 2 weeks of me just being permanently stuffed. And bear in mind, as well as all these table service restaurants, we have a quick service meal each every day. We have a snack each every day. It's an obscene amount of food. I think what might end up happening is we might end up saving up some of our snack credits and then just buying loads of sweets at the end. They're good presents for people, and they are usually a snack credit. So that's what we might end up doing. But yeah, so that's the story of our 60-day window. We got everything we wanted. Anyone has any questions, fire away. Like I said, if you want me to do a video of exactly how to go through the process and some strategy about how to go about it, hit me up because the proof's there. Managed it. So brilliant. Again, massive thank you to Will, who is not watching. But yeah, I don't know if we'll do another video before we go, but maybe we'll see you in the parks. See you later.